And as we told you earlier, a PEI man has recently signed a deal that will see his artwork published by a major American comic book company. Troy Little says the deal isn't enough to quit his day job, but the artist says the deal is satisfying after 6 years of working on comic books. Sophia Harris with that story.
Troy Little likes to doodle in his spare time. Currently, he's creating a comic book about the adventures of a female pop band.
I've got a scene here actually where the lead singer is possessed by a demon of some sort on their way to the show, and so they're trying to have it removed by a priest.
Little's comics aren't for kids. The plots are complex. The characters are carefully drawn. And yet, this is just a part-time passion.
I don't really count on anything I do actually seeing the light of day. I just do it, and then hopefully that it finds an audience or something in the end.
And one of Little's comics has found a potentially massive audience. A big American company is publishing, in hardcover, Little's serialized graphic novel, Chiaroscuro. IDW Publishing is known for hugely popular comics like Transformers and Star Trek, and now it will carry Little's work, an adult comic detailing the complicated life of Stephen Patch, a bitter and unemployed tortured artist.
Too much coffee and cigarettes kind of thing. Unmotivated, but talks as if he was owed something, I guess, by the world.
But a benefactor offers to support Patch so he can pursue his painting.
I will provide you with substantial living expenses and all the materials you require. Can I think about it?
The comic then follows Patch's struggle with making a decision. Is he truly capable of dedicating himself to his art?
It's sort of the untapped potential that we all have. And, well, given a choice, a real hard choice, would you pursue that dream or will you just sort of coast along at the job you don't like?
Little made his choice quickly. He pursues both a regular job and his art. Little also works full-time as an animator.
When I got into it, I thought this is my dream job. I'm going to love doing this animation, And then I found out most of the creativity is so stifled working in television that I had to come up with something of my own.
So, more than 6 years ago, Little started Chiaroscuro on the side. He self-published the comic, and it started selling well at Charlottetown's The Comic Hunter.
It's really stylish. He's got a really unique art style, and it flows really, really well. He understands the transition from panel to panel, the way to make a story go. He's very good at it.
But Little wasn't making a profit. Then both he and his wife, Carol, lost their jobs. The animation company they were both working for closed down. Then Little's wife gave birth to twins, so the artist could no longer afford to publish Chiaroscuro.
Daily subsistence became more important than publishing comics. I was working 2 jobs most of the time just to try and get ourselves out of the pit.
Little continued to work on Chiaroscuro, but the art went nowhere.
So these have just been sitting around and no one really knows what happens yet after issue 7.
Little was out shopping for a publisher. He even sent a copy of his comic book to IDW Publishing, but it got lost in the mail. Yet all was not lost.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing and really strange how it happened.
Chiaroscuro was receiving positive reviews online, including one by a successful comic book artist.
I was really, really impressed with what you've done with Chiaroscuro.
The review caught the eye of the president of IDW Publishing, and a week later, Little was in negotiations for a book deal.
It was kind of fluky the way the whole thing happened, really, but it's amazing. I'm so pleased at the way it's all turned out.
And things are turning out well. Little has an upcoming art show in Charlottetown. His book comes out next month, and his publishing deal has great potential.
If it's sold well, we're going back for more printings, for future editions. Sky's the limit kind of thing.
But Little is still keeping his day job because he knows the life of an artist isn't easy, but it does make for a great story. Sophia Harris, CBC News, Kensington.
Thank you, Sophia. Sports is next when Compass returns.